What's a character that you saw, you love the design of them and everything? Appreciate that phone. We'll just start that over. What's what's a character that you pretty much like when you saw him, you loved him, you wanted to play him, you wanted to get into him, and then when you finally did get into him, just how they played, you was just like, I can't do this. Like, it seems like Devin's going that way with Giovanna soon. But besides her, like, who else do you guys does that relate to with you guys? Starting with you, Mr. Gaming.
Um, that's kind of a tough one for me. Character that I thought was really cool when I played him, and it's like, I'm gonna have to say El Forte. El Forte looked to me he was like a pretty cool looking character, but when I played him, I was like,
That dude unusual.
nah, I'm good on this. Like, I mean, he had some cool stuff like the run stop fear stuff, which was dope. I don't know, man. And then on top of it, he was just such an annoying character to fight against. But like, upon like release of the game, like seeing the new characters for Street Fighter 4, which was Vipers, Abel, Viper, Abel, El Forte, and Rufus. I was like, nah. I think the coolest out of them, obviously, Viper. Um, but yeah, Abel, he was kind of cool. I liked him a little bit, but El Forte, I'm like, oh, he kind of I like his little, luchador out get up. He look kind of dope. But yeah, playing him was just like, nah, this ain't for me, man. Like I just, it was basically like, it's like Blanca vibes, man. He even had an outfit. He even had an outfit similar to Blanca, and I'm just like, nah, I can't do this, man. Like I said, he was just such a nuisance to fight against, man. He was just all over the screen. And I'm just like, sit down somewhere. Like, what did you have for breakfast this morning? A bowl of sugar? Sit down, man. And his moves to me, like his combos were like, he would like you just said, Rex. He was very unusual. Like his moves, his combo structures was weird. It's just like he was an odd character, and I tried him. I'm like, nah, this ain't for me, man. I'll stick with my characters. I'll stick with Viper, or I'll play, Vega, of course. But yeah, El Forte was just couldn't do it, man. So I think he was one character. I was like, he looked cool with me at first initially, but when I played him, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on this.
The character I'm thinking of was a character I thought looked really, really cool initially, and then I started playing them, and I was just like, I can't, man. I just can't. It's Volcano Rosso from Fighting EX Layer. I thought Volcano Rosso looked like a really cool character. He looks like a kind of like a JoJo character, a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character in a fighting game. And I was like, oh, okay, this guy looks really cool. And then I started playing him, and I'm just like, I don't like the way this character plays, man. I do not like the way he plays. I don't like his projectile. I think his projectile does not go very far. Maybe like that's the whole point. I don't like it. I don't like the his counters. I think his counters are a little bit too, you have to be a little bit too spot on. They're a little bit too unforgiving. Like your timing has to be exactly spot on. Otherwise, you're just going to get punished for it, which I think like that kind of stinks. So that stinks. And then you got the that little thing he does where you press like 2 punch buttons and he jumps in the air and then you can do a kick. I'm sorry, I just don't see the point in that move. I do not see the point. It irritates me, man. I just don't see it. I don't see the point. It's like, oh, okay, so is this supposed to be like a thing for like dodging lows or something? But what's the point in having a counter if you have like dot thing that like does that and then it does like, but what if they, you know what I mean? It's a character that's pretty much based on, okay, you have to react. Your reactions have to be spot on every single time. You have to be predicting what the end, you have to basically be in the opponent's head the whole time. And it's like, I don't like doing that. And your projectile is garbage, man. And then he does like the thing where he runs forward. Didn't like that either. Just like, he looks like a really, really cool character. Like he looks really cool, but I wasn't really impressed with the way that he plays. And I tried. I really tried. I really tried. I didn't like. I went up and I watched like a video or something, and I was just like, I watched a video about how to play him, and I was like, I understand a little bit more about how to play this character, and now I like it even less. I like the play style even less than I did 10 minutes ago when I started the video. Like now I don't want to play this character at all. I even attempted to play him a little while ago, and I'm like, nope, I still hate it. I still hate it. I don't like it. I'm like, what is it? That fire wave thing he does? What is that? That's I would say it's almost worse than the Gadouken from Dan. But at least with Dan's Gadouken, like you know what to expect. You know, it's like, okay, Gadouken, and he does it, and it's like a little bit far away from, and he does like, all right, here I got the fire flame thing, and it's like, okay, and then it fizzles out like in a couple feet, and I'm just like, is this supposed to like cover my approach? It's not doing a good job, actually. It's doing a terrible, awful job. And I don't know, man. Every time I look at that character, I'm like, man, what a wasted opportunity for a really cool character. The counters are trash. That little jump is trash. That fireball, trash. I do not like that character. Maybe if I spent a little bit more time, I'd probably dislike it even more. I'm sorry. I can't do it, man. I just don't feel it. He's a really cool looking character. What is this? Anyway, that's my thoughts on the characters who I thought was really cool, and then I played them, and I didn't. I actually hated their playstyle. Volcano Rosso, man.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Indeed.
I have 3 characters, but I'm gonna just say 2 because two of them come from the same game. But from Smash Brothers, Roy and Snake. Like Roy was a character that he's good. Like he's a good character, and I see other people play him, and I'm just like, that's a good character. But it's like I pick him up. He's got cool moves. He feels cool, but it's like when he's just in like when I have the controller in my hand playing with him, I just feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I feel like I suck when I got him. You know, like he got all the cool tools and stuff like that, but when I'm wielding him, I just feel like I feel like I'm not whatever my style of gameplay is. I feel like Roy's just not getting it done for me. Like he's just not. And then Snake, I don't know, man. Like Snake was cool in the game. Like when you hear Solid Snake is coming to Smash Brothers, you like, you know, like everybody was basically going crazy. But it's just like when I played him, it just I was like, I don't feel like throwing bombs and hovering on the satellite and just forward punching, four punch comboing like knee X ham. I don't feel like doing that all day. So and then just run and dive. Like I'm like this just feels like just moves thrown together. And the last character for me is from the same game as Evan. Like I was just speaking to these guys before the game, but like Sarase, however you say it, like I just that character is so cool. Like when I first played the game with Evan and I was scrolling through the character list, I immediately went to her, like immediately, and played with her like continuously. And it's like she's such a cool character, but then when I go and look up like tutorials on how you use the character and stuff like that, and I try to go implement it, I'm like, this not working for me. Like I'm not the type of person like you got to be all up in their face and hurry them in the match, and like she's a rush down. She ain't got a lot of defense. You got to be in the. Why you so far back? Get in there. It's like I'm just like I don't wanna like let me think. Like, let me think first. Like, I don't want to just be running up in the battle, like, for glory in it. Like, that's just not what I want to do. So, and I'm still trying to play her, I forgot who that character was that Evan played me with, Shoryuken and Hadouken me to death. I was just like she just does.
Kyrie.
Was it Allen?
Yeah, he picked Allen. I mean, I'm glad there wasn't no NBA Finals because I got swept. But I was just like, she's just not working for me with this character. Like, but I'm still just, I guess she's just gonna be one of those characters that I just, I'm just faithful to you, even though I need to break up with you. Like it's just gonna be one of them things. Like I should just dismiss you out of my life, but for some reason, like when I hover over your character icon, I'm just like, maybe we can give this one more go. Like maybe it's cool. Like you know like maybe it was me. Maybe my thumbs just don't work right. Maybe I get nervous when I pick you. So I mean, I'm thinking that's it. I mean, everybody can't have ice in their veins like Mr. Game and Love. So I'm just trying to get it together. Hopefully he'll teach me his ways. But Shiraz, like, it's hurting my heart. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we probably finna play the game after this, and I'm a picker, and I'm probably get bopped, and and I'm gonna just be like, maybe it's me. Like, maybe I can figure it out. So, anybody else got anything to add?